You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Voicing with Queen, the show where real talk meets real vibes, with your host, Queen, and the always hilarious co-host, comedian Kesh. We're bringing ATL to Detroit, diving into hot topics, real life experiences, and a whole lot of laughs. And guess what? We are live right now. So sit back, tune in, and let's get to Voicing with Queen.
Hey, voices. Welcome back to Voicing with Queen on your Wednesday nights at 7 with your host, me, Queen, and your co-host, Kesh. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Oh, look at you. She
Yes,
got
babe.
the red lipstick today, y'all. If y'all only listening, I'm trying to tell y'all need to be looking at this, honey. She got them lips red.
I had to put it on just for them. Just for y'all. I sure did. How look? That's smudgy, right? Because I just drank some water.
No, you good. Beautiful as ever.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I just got freshly braided. Oh, look at that. It look like a maze.
It do. It's cute.
Thank
Really,
you.
really cute.
Thank you.
Well, today we are talking about mental health.
We talked about y'all. What?
She started early, y'all. She started early, as you can see.
Asses. Okay, I'm a part of the family too. We are crazy in this bitch. So let's talk about it.
Just a little bit.
Just a
So we
little
definitely gonna talk about it. You know, I don't know why it's so taboo in the Black community, but everybody have some kind of mental health issue. And just like we check on our bodies and make sure we are good and healthy, we got to check on our minds too, you know, because sometimes stress can overpower you and you may not even know it. You think you handle it or you just going about your day and
Yeah.
then
You
out of
crash
nowhere
out.
you
Yeah.
crash out.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. You know, I think that it is unhealthy to let stuff build up. And I am guilty of doing that. You know, we be trying to be strong, but sometimes you just gotta lay down and go cry somewhere or just take a vacation, take a break from everything. We only human and we can only
True.
take so much. Everybody got their breaking point.
That's true. That is very, very true. And I think taking time out, cutting off the TV, cutting off the phone, the computer, and just breathing.
Mm-hmm. Breathe,
Sometimes, yeah.
relax. Yeah. Relax.
Yep.
Time out for
And
yourself.
now, and for the ones that work a 9 to 5, it's starting to get a little warmer outside. Go outside for about 10 minutes. Just take a
Mm-hmm. Depending on
fresh
what
breath
hood
of
you
air
stay
in.
in, you can go outside and take a walk. Depending on what hood you stay in, you know.
Yeah.
At some hoods, you can't walk and take a walk and walk your dog. Unless you got a pit bull, you need a guard dog. You can't. You over there on 7 Mile and Southfield. You over there on Linwood, Dexter, by Detroit people, Davidson, baby. Or you out there in East Atlanta, baby. You need a guard dog. You need that stick that Moses had, a baseball cap, and another bat, and a knife, and 3 guns.
For sure.
Then you can take a walk. We not
For
walking.
sure.
We're not walking dogs down Mac and Bewick, okay?
And not.
And
not.
ain't.
It ain't. It
We
ain't.
not do that.
Shoot. I'm
But
trying
hey,
to tell you.
We got nice little waterfront, y'all. You got to take something with you down there too sometime. But we got Belle Isle. Like, just go sit by the water. Some of y'all need to get in the
Go
water
to the
too.
park. Some of y'all need to let out y'all inner child. I ain't gonna lie, for real. Your
Don't be
inner
on the
child. Go
swing.
to the park, get on the swing. You know what I'm saying? Go
I better
slide
not
down
see
the
your big ass
slide.
on the swing. Don't
Hey,
steal the
slide
swing
me a
from the
swing.
kids. Not from the
Don't judge
kids.
me.
You be on the
Don't judge
slide?
me. I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. The reason why I'm glad I got another child, a younger one, is so I could do the kitty shit without being judged.
Well, I'm judging. Say if your ass off them slide in the swing. If I see your ass on monkey bars, I'm quitting the show. I better not see you out there struggling with your wig on, trying to grab each bar, swinging and shit. I bet not. With them long ass fingernails, I bet not.
First of all,
What?
it's not a wig. It's a sew-in.
Oh, well, correct.
And
Well,
it ain't going nowhere. Shout out to
girl,
my
we all
baby,
wear
my favorite
wigs.
hairdresser.
It is okay. Right. She
It
fresh
ain't going
out.
nowhere. Hey, look, listen, have to have it sewed down because the weather we be having, that wind we had the other day
No, why you
would have
think
blew
I got
my wig
braids?
away.
I know. That's why I ain't got one on. I got braids right now. Cause my wig will. This wind we had. I mean, it knocked down the garbage can, so I knew what it took my wig.
For sure. That's why I get my stuff sewed down, luxury hair on demand. So yeah, all day.
Promotion.
All day.
They need to bring back the giant slide though. Now that's the slide that we can get on.
Why? So you go flat?
Oh yeah, remember that year that bitch had some chicken grease on it. It was all greasy. Niggas was flying. The carpet was flying from underneath niggas. Niggas had slid down the giant slide and flew to the Belle Isle Bridge. They was on Jefferson. Like damn, they really slid their ass at the Wendy's on Jefferson. Damn, y'all at the Wendy's on Jefferson. All you did was get on the carpet. Man, it was shoes flying. Niggas was flying everywhere off the damn giant slide. I said, whoever put this damn chicken
Man,
on
they
here?
did. I
That
remember the one video, the lady she slid and she slid into the gate. Like
we can laugh now. She all right. We can laugh. She all right.
she okay now. But baby, that shit was crazy. He said that's not was a death trap. Hey,
Man, I
Craig
don't
Corn.
know. I don't know
I'm
what was
trying to
going
tell
on that
you.
year. But yeah, you're right. To
Okay.
the park, sitting by the water, those are things that I love. Sitting by the water, I love going walking by the water. Those are
Yeah.
things you do to just release, let go, feel that breeze coming. Just don't get in the water. We sick of y'all jumping in that water, knowing damn well that current too strong. We don't want to see another story.
That part.
Stop jumping in the Detroit River, please, for your
Please
own
don't do it.
safety.
And that water nasty. I don't see how y'all want to jump in there anyway.
See, they think that they can challenge. So it was rest in peace to the young man that lost his life. He was only 19 years old. He slipped in. I think he was sitting on the ledge. He got up to go away, and he slipped in. But y'all stop playing around with that water. Y'all
Yeah.
know that undercurrent in the Detroit River ain't no joke. Stop playing. Stop trying to jump in there thinking that you a strong swimmer. Baby, you can't do nothing with that water. So just stop playing. If you make it out of that, then you are a trooper. But we're not about to
For
test
sure.
our gangster this summer with the Detroit River. We
Please
don't want stories, okay? No
Okay. Please don't. So just sit by it. Don't try to jump in the water. You know what I'm saying? Just to calm your nerves and relax. And if it's really coming overwhelming for you for whatever reason, we don't know your story unless you call in and tell us. But it's just some tips. Call somebody, get a therapist, a counselor, talk to someone that you don't know is sometimes the best thing because you have people close to you that want to judge you about what you're going through and this, that, and another, or you think they are, so you want to hold it in. So go to a complete, total stranger, but something to keep your mental health straight because it can sneak up on you it could be overwhelming at times, and I know life can be life. And so you have to check up on your mental health,
Yeah,
even for a little bit. Find out what your stress reliever is. Get a coloring book. I like to color. I like to doodle. I like to write. They're my stress relievers. I like to play Candy Crush. That's probably why I'm on like 11,000 and something levels now. But you have to find something to calm that, just for them. Because stress is a silent killer for real.
it is. It
And it
affects.
causes a lot of health problems too.
It does. And then the number that you can dial if you feeling like you about to crash out, you can't take it no more, you want to hurt yourself, the national crisis line for suicide is 988, the 3-digit number. Y'all dial 988 if you feeling like you in a dark place. There is help out here. Life be life, and life is hard, but you don't got to throw in the towel, because there is light at the end of every dark tunnel. You just got to get through it.
Absolutely. And one thing I have learned through my many years of being on earth is that at the end of the day, there is light at the tunnel. And sometimes life is a test just to see how strong you are. And sometimes you do feel like you want to break, or you do break. And that's okay, because you're human. You don't have to keep it all together. So please reach out, get some help if need be. It's too many of y'all taking y'all lives.
You're right. She's
Okay.
absolutely right. Okay. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Okay. Touch the Lord's hand. Call on the Lord in your darkest hour.
Or y'all can call me.
Amen. Or
Reach
call
out to me. Find me.
me up
Y'all
all
can
night.
find me on all social media sites. Inbox me. My DMs is open. Like, for real.
She
Y'all
be
need
up all
somebody
night,
to talk
y'all.
to?
I don't know when she sleeps. She be up all night, up early in the morning. I don't know where she get the energy from. So y'all call her. Y'all can call me too, but guess what? I might be asleep, and I don't want to feel guilty that I missed your call, and then I find out you gone. I be like, dang, y'all was. I feel so bad. I be so just, I try to call y'all back, but I be sleep. Queen, she be
Yeah,
up
you
like
do
that.
be sleep. I
I
don't be
know.
up like that. I do get some sleep.
Yeah, you
I
take it.
do. I don't know when I take naps, but when I do go to sleep, it's like probably like 5, 6 hours.
5, 6 hours.
If
We supposed to get 8.
if I get 7 in, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, over the weekend, I got one of them days last week. I got like 14 hours of sleep. It's the best thing in my life in the last 3 years. Was
That
that
must have was the day that I called you and your phones was going straight to voicemail.
both of them? I turned them off. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody.
I said that. I said my friend on shutdown mode.
I
I
was.
already knew.
I
Hey,
had
look,
to.
you had to take that mental break to reset. You needed that. And that's what we saying to our audience today. Sometimes you have to take a step back. Forget about what's going on social media. Whatever's going on social media today, guess what? It's going to
Ooh,
be there 30 days from now.
yes, it will. And it's a lot going on that we gonna talk about too. That's going on
Woo!
social media.
It is a lot going
It's a
on.
lot going on. I'm like Kanye and Shannon Sharp. Kanye didn't crashed out.
My poor baby. He need a mental check. He need to really talk to somebody too.
I think that the only one that can really help him is the Lord, and the Lord tired of his shenanigans. The Lord phone on do not disturb right now. When it comes to Kanye, he don't even care if he make another Jesus Walk song. He not answering right now because he didn't already gave him the blessings. You got enough money to go get some real professional help. Like, you can go to Ayanla. Ayanla blocked him probably. She don't want to talk.
He's definitely a prime example of somebody who has had a
Yes.
mental break. He has really crashed out. So it's help out here. What's that number again, Keith? Tell them.
988 is the crisis line. If you feeling down, if you feeling like you don't want to be here anymore, nobody should feel like they don't want to be here anymore. Even if you do, that's not normal, guys. That's we don't want to. hear your story on the news. We don't want to hear your story on social media about you not being here no more, because you deserve to be here. You deserve to be mentally healthy. You deserve to get help.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I had a meltdown. I'm not gonna lie, I had a mini meltdown yesterday while I was working, because I just felt like everything was stacked up against me. I get 10 toes ahead and 10 toes back. And I just had a lot of, like, the last 3 years have been really, really rough for me. And I know I make stuff look good sometimes, but that's my strength, in which my strength from above. But I am still a human at the end of the day. I have feelings, I have emotions, I have pain. And yesterday was just one of those days where I just realized, like, life is life. And you know, I haven't took time out to deal with my family situation. Like, soon as I came back to Michigan after my cousin passed away, I went right back to work. I went right back to doing what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take enough time to, you know, check in with my mental health and the way I'm feeling about everything that's going on around me, even about things that happen to other people I'm close to. So yeah, but I had to get myself together. I had to stop working. I had to leave out of there. I had to take today off because I needed a break, y'all.
I feel you on that. And speaking of breaks, we'll be back right after this break.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, Kells. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items, looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention, now open for lunch from 11 to 3, Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.
Calling all entrepreneurs, women and men. Get ready for the 2nd annual Women's Entrepreneur Empowerment Brunch. Join us on Saturday, May 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7426 Nichols in Detroit for an unforgettable day of inspiration, networking, and empowerment. Hosted by comedian Kesh with powerful guest speakers Queen, event creator and serial entrepreneur; Diva Coates, public speaker, author, and music artist; Coco, media personality and comedian; Ashara Walker, real estate agent. Plus, don't miss a special appearance from Wood from the D Spot. Enjoy delicious food, networking, raffles, vendors, and mimosas, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Men are welcome too. This event is for everyone looking to grow, connect, and be inspired. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at Eventbrite. For more information, email queenbutterfliesllc@gmail.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, are y'all ready for the favorite segment of the week? Black Pioneer of the Week. Coming right up.
It's time for Black Pioneer of the Week with Queen.
Hey, y'all. So, this week, Black Pioneer that I'm going to introduce to y'all today is Mr. Frank Sugar Child Robinson. He was born in Detroit, Michigan, December 28th of 1938. He is known for being the earliest child musician at that time. Like, he started off real young. They say that he started reciting the alphabet at 6 months old and reading by the age of 3. And all of a sudden, at 2 years old, with the piano, he just started playing, and he just been playing every single cent, doing so many different things in his community. He was a small person. We would kind of say that he would be considered as a midget, but not true. He was 5 feet tall. Um, in 1945, he played in guest spots at the theater with Lionel Hampton. Um, and he was prevented from going on tour. However, he was able to go on the Henry Hipster show and other shows as well to display his talents. And he did real good. Um, he continued on, and when he retired, well, not really retired, but he got his degree in history and in music. Two of the things that he absolutely loved to do. Even now, he's still alive, thank God, even at the tender age of 86. And right now, he currently resides in Detroit, Michigan with his niece. In the process of his career, as he had gotten older, he had experienced a house fire, which caused him to be homeless. Imagine being so famous for so long and having everything, and by a blink of an eye, a small fire, everything is taken from you, and you have nowhere to go, nowhere to really turn. That could be very devastating, right? It takes us back to our main topic, mental health, right? How did he overcome that? He also had some illnesses that he also battled, but he's still here. He was adopted in the Hall of Fame back in, I think it was 1986, which, hey, look, listen, I'm telling you, we have so much legacy going on in our communities from the places that we live. It could be a neighbor or anything. Sometimes we just never know whom we may live next to, for real. And to say that someone was living next to this legend, awesome legend, and can still be now, is an amazing thing. I really would like to meet him in person, as I have some, of course, some questions I like to know about my history and everything. But that's enough for today. There you go, another Black Pioneer of the Week, Mr. Frank Sugar Charles, I'm sorry, Robinson. And we'll be back with our headline topic.
Looking for an ultimate getaway? Queen Butterflies Travel presents Utopia of the Seas. This Labor Day weekend, set sail for Port Canaveral, Florida on August 29th, 2025. Enjoy stops in Nassau, Bahamas, and a perfect day at Coco Cay. Indulge in the world-class dining, thrilling water slides, stunning ocean views, and non-stop entertainment aboard Royal Caribbean's newest luxury cruise. Cabins are selling fast. Interior rooms start at just $714.54 per person, with balcony and ocean view options available. Secure your spot with just a $200 deposit, due by April the 12th, 2025. Don't wait. Book now before cabins are gone. Call Queen at area code 248-200-6355 today.
I really love that song.
Yes, I put you in the day. I be thinking about a beach and sand and a pineapple full of like a tropical drink every time I hear it.
Yes, it just puts you in such a great mood for vacation and
Yes.
stuff. Sometimes you can use music to change your mindset too when you about to crash out and stuff like that. I think you shouldn't listen to hard or music that's gonna accelerate. I think more calming music you know.
Pop in jazz. I listen to a lot of jazz. I want to get into listening to more like classical, but I grew up on jazz, so I do listen to jazz a
I
lot.
love me jazz.
So it is very, very calming. I got my little meditation channels I like to listen to on YouTube, and some of them are on my phone, help me go to sleep, help me focus. But sometimes, shoot, you just gotta have listen to music with no words.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
but I'm glad that Sugar Child, what's his name? Robinson.
Frank Sugar Child Robinson.
Okay, that's too long. We gonna call him Sugar. No, but I read about his story the other day when I sent it to you, and I never knew about him. So,
Me neither. I
Stevie
never heard of
Wonder,
him.
yeah, Stevie Wonder was a child prodigy, Ray Charles, but before all of them, you had him. So, right
Absolutely.
from the city, from Detroit. I wonder is he still in Detroit? I see that he is
Yeah,
still living a
they
living
say he
legend
is.
that nobody knows about. He was so cute.
They say he's still living. He's still living here in Detroit. As a matter of fact, with his niece. Yeah,
Awesome.
you know
He
them journalism skills I got.
Yes, he deserves his he deserves his flowers. Like I
Oh
read
yeah,
that, later on he had dropped, like it's crazy to have a gift like that and just stop. He went back to
it
school.
is.
He
He went
went
back
back
to school to teach.
yeah, to pursue his degrees, but hey, he did his thing, but he deserves his flowers for that. He deserves to be recognized just like they recognize Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. Like he was amazing as a child, like just to
Yes.
be self-taught and to learn that skill. You gotta be very skilled to play, the piano like that. So God given talent for him.
How amazing is it that I mean, think about it. Your 6 month old actually saying the whole alphabet at 6 months.
Yeah. He's special.
My baby a year and a half and just doing that. So it's
Hey,
like, okay, that
yes,
is very special.
he has a special gift. Everybody don't have that. So shout out to him, and he's still alive. God bless him. I see he's
Yeah.
86 years old, still living, and probably could still play the hell out of the piano. I would love to have him on and talk to him and just hear some of his stories and hey, see what he doing today. He's still here. So
Yeah. And I would love to hear the stories that he have to tell because I'm pretty sure from back then, I'm pretty sure he definitely have some stories that he can enlighten us with
yeah, he
as
got
far as
stories. Like, I
history
wonder
is
was he
concerned.
beefing with them. I wonder was he beefing like Ray Charles just thought because he ain't had no eyeballs that he was better than me because he couldn't really see the piano. And then Stevie too, they was like a whole blind game against me because I had eyeballs, so they didn't want to include me in the piano game because I was the only one
I'm
that
about to play with you. I'm about to play.
told stories. They be having beef too back in the day. Like just like Little Richard was beefing with Elvis and beefing with Fats Dominic. Like they was beefed out. Because
Yeah.
Little Richard said he the king of rock and roll. Who the fuck is Elvis? I was here first. He stole my style.
I was
Okay.
here for
I was doing
and
I
not
was doing the
and
do
not
okay. They
just
had beef,
crazy.
man. That's so funny.
Speaking of crazy people, let's talk about this headline, child. Let's talk about it. It's everywhere. And if y'all don't know what we're talking about, look, Shannon, 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 Shannon. First of all, what I need people to do, and people who are famous and almost famous or looking for fame and stuff like that, I need y'all to be more conscious about the things that y'all do, the people that y'all around, the things that y'all allow, and make sure that they sign an NDA at least.
What she really trying to say to y'all is y'all better leave Becky alone. You see what's going on. Leave Becky alone. You see what's going on, okay?
So I had to dig a little bit into that, and of course,
Mhm.
court records are public knowledge.
Yeah.
And so, along with, the text messages that came out, and so it's like it's some holes in the story
It's some
on
hoes
both
in
sides.
this house. It's some hoes.
That's not what I said. I said there's some holes.
But that's what you said some hoes in the store, said some hoes in the house. You're trying to get that money.
Not that.
We already know what it is. We know what's going on.
HOLES. Put the L between the O and the E.
I know how to
In
spell.
the story.
I said what I said, but continue.
So, okay. Y'all meet in 2023. You sending him text messages talking about put your black big D in me and do this and do that. I want your baby, pretty much. We're not gonna get totally explicit, but we know what was being said for real. And so then, you have the audio. And then you have the statements that's in the court document. And it's like you're acting like this man is just pursuing you and you like, I don't want to, but yet you still give him the number. You still deal with him and you move in with him and then y'all move out from each other and then here comes this lawsuit.
Yeah. That's why I said you gotta leave him alone, leave Becky alone. You know what's going on. Y'all never learned y'all lesson. We see this too many times.
So he had to come out as sharp on there and of course tell his side of the story. And he let it be known that hey, if that's what you do to make money, pay your bills, do whatever, strip, OnlyFans, whatever. But he was saying, like, basically, she have an OnlyFans account or whatever. So it's like, could it be that he did get aggressive with her, but that's something that she likes sexually, and because she found out that he had this check on the line, that she wanted a piece of the pie, and she had just was talking about giving him some on New Year's Day. But she wanted, what was it, $50,000?
On New Year's Day, she wanted $50,000.
Yeah.
Well, look, y'all better leave Becky alone because you see what's going on. Okay, this happens every time. Okay, you out here cashing out, giving these people what they want. And when you stop giving it to them, this is what we dealing with. First of all, her lawyer is not credible. He is trash. He tried to do, what's his name? Tony Bugsby?
Busby.
Whatever his name is. You try to do the same thing with Jay-Z. Okay, first of all, if I was a black athlete who had a net worth of millions and millions of dollars, why do you have to rape somebody? Like why do Shannon Sharp have to go steal some coochie? You know what I'm saying? Like why?
It don't make no sense, do it?
No, we just heard Unc on the video clapping cheeks just a few months ago.
It also came out like basically she was mad because of that too.
He getting too much money right now. He didn't separated himself from Skip Bayless hating ass. Okay, he got his own thing going on YouTube. This is just something to say. He is doing so well. He is doing so well with these interviews.
He is.
Okay, he is more popular.
Oh, she let it out that he made $6 million for the Cat Williams interview.
Yeah, alone, and he's still interviewing people. And then the other thing on top of this is that he's more popular. Like I knew Shannon Sharp when he played football. You know,
me too.
There's people that didn't even know who Shannon Sharp was until he started his own podcast. Now he
Absolutely.
to everybody. He might be with a purse sometimes. Maybe sometimes his shorts, his pants a little bit too tight. But honestly, I don't see him having to do that. I really do believe just because what type of lawyer she has, somebody that's known to be somebody that's supposed to be an officer of the court and represent people, but also,
That's very messy
yeah,
and
we
clout
take
chaser.
people down and
Chasing.
money. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just like, come on now. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna have to stick with Unc right here because I am a fan of Shannon Sharp, and I believe everybody innocent to proven guilty. So I'm gonna have to stick with Unc, and we're gonna have to wait this out to see what's really going on.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, we'll be back for this short break, and when we come back, we'll be back with Kicking It with Keish.
Calling all entrepreneurs, women and men. Get ready for the second annual Women's Entrepreneur Empowerment Brunch. Join us on Saturday, May 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7426 Nichols in Detroit for an unforgettable day of inspiration, networking, and empowerment. Hosted by comedian Kesh with powerful guest speakers Queen, event creator and serial entrepreneur, Diva Coates, public speaker, author, and music artist. Coco, media personality and comedian. Ashara Walker, real estate agent. Plus, don't miss a special appearance from Wood from the D Spot. Enjoy delicious food, networking, raffles, vendors, and mimosas, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Men are welcome too. This event is for everyone looking to grow, connect, and be inspired. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at Eventbrite. For more information, email queenbutterfliesllc@gmail.com.
It's now time for Kicking It with Keish.
Yes, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It is now time for Kicking It with Keish. What up, though, y'all? I hope y'all are having an amazing week. Okay, I hope y'all got a good weekend planned. I hope y'all stay safe and stay blessed. And I'm so happy to talk with you guys today because I want to talk about friendships, okay? I want to talk about the dynamics of friendship and how some of y'all not real friends, okay? So shout out to everybody that didn't had a friend for like 20 plus years. That's your BFF. If you got a good friend, especially like from your childhood, hold on to them. Okay. Loyalty is everything. But I got a problem when people be in your face, they be playing in your face, acting like they so loyal, acting like they so down, and really behind your back, they talking down. They talking down about you. They talking down about your family. They telling all your business to everybody. Because first of all, your other friends should not know my business. And I'm not only speaking from a personal experience, but I'm speaking for everybody. Your friend should not be out here telling your business to their other friends that's not your friend. And we hear this all the time that people be doing this, because sometimes we open up and we share personal things. We share dark secrets sometimes, sometimes we need to vent to people. But I'm finding out that you just really got to vent to God because it's just certain things you're supposed to know. Like if you open up to me about something that happened in your childhood that was traumatizing, or something that your parents did to you that was embarrassing, or if something happened to you in your childhood that you were ashamed of, that is not a conversation piece for when you meet up with your other bestie for brunch. It is not. And that's what makes some of y'all not a real friend. Like seriously. And we was talking about mental health earlier, and it might be something traumatizing that's still affecting your mental health, something you went through traumatically in your childhood, and you think you venting to your bestie, your best friend, and then when you come around her other friends, they looking at you all crazy or on some fake stuff because they know all your damn business. And then you find out, and now you fight mad because you like, how do these people, I don't even know. I don't even like for real because they act fake every time I'm around them. How do they know my business? Okay, so that type of dynamics of y'all so-called friends, y'all friendships is not real. It is fake. It is a sign of betrayal and a sign of that you cannot be trusted. I feel like if I can't now, I'm not the type of person that's going to share everything because I'm not just like an open book where I'm just telling everybody my business, even if I'm real close to somebody, because some things is just between me, the person, and the person that it happened with. And sometimes things are just between me and the Lord. Okay. So if you have that type of friendship, or if you're dealing with that with a friendship where you can't really trust to talk to them about anything, then you just need to go ahead and dead that friendship. If you have a friend that shares something with somebody else, that is not none of their damn business, you can't trust that person. And sometimes you just need to cut everybody off and just start over fresh. Some of us, we got people that still linger around our life just because we known them for a long time. Just because I know you for a long time don't mean we got to be friends with they ass for a lifetime. Everybody has a season, and when their season is over, it's time for them to go. Life goes on. And it is very, very toxic when you don't know if this person is a friend or a foe. If too much stuff is going on and happening where you got to keep questioning yourself, dang, would she really do that to me? Or would he really do that to me? Did this person really betray me? No, they wouldn't do that. If you have to keep on questioning yourself about the same thing over and over and over again about this person, then it's really time for that person to go, because you're going to end up hurting yourself, or you're going to end up hurting them, because you're going to get tired of it. And that's not a real friendship. So y'all go ahead and ponder on that and think about that. And I hope y'all have a good weekend. Thanks for kicking it with Kesh.
Calling all.
Looking for an ultimate getaway? Queen Butterflies Travel presents Utopia of the Seas. This Labor Day weekend, set sail for Port Canaveral, Florida on August 29th, 2025. Enjoy stops in Nassau, Bahamas, and a perfect day at Coco Cay. Indulge in the world-class dining, thrilling water slides, stunning ocean views, and non-stop entertainment aboard Royal Caribbean's newest luxury cruise. Cabins are selling fast. Interior rooms start at just $714.54 per person, with balcony and ocean view options available. Secure your spot with just a $200 deposit, due by April the 12th, 2025. Don't wait. Book now before cabins are gone. Call Queen at area code 248-200-6355 today.
Today.
Tomorrow.
Welcome back, everybody. Look, listen, you is absolutely right about that. Your friends who I'm not friends with should never know my business.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do know my business, they should be friend enough to you to ensure that I don't know that they know my business.
Yeah, it's messed up when they mention something. You be like, how the hell you know that?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
It make you look at that person differently. It do.
Crazy. That's
And
crazy work.
them the ones I will probably slide on.
Yeah. You better slide like that giant slide. Slip right on out to Jefferson. Slide right down Jefferson, get on the lodge, and leave them in the dust on the little carpet thing from the giant slide.
For sure. And you know what's so crazy though? We been to already know that friend is like that and we overlook it.
Yeah,
Because 9 times out of 10, they probably do it with you. And if they do it with you about somebody else, what you think they doing to
yeah,
somebody else about
yeah.
you?
That's when you know. Dang, I can't even tell her. I can't even talk to you about this. It's like if
Absolutely.
I can't do that, then what's the point?
That's true. But you have some friends that's there for a reason. And you have some people that's there for a season. It depends on, I guess, what's going on and everything of that stuff. Because sometimes you can get with somebody, talk to somebody, become friends with somebody over trauma. You trauma bonding. Y'all
Mm,
don't have nothing in common but this. Or this person is just as dramatic as you and y'all got that in common. You know what I'm saying? Until one of y'all wanna get up out of it, grow out of it.
yeah, and that's okay. Y'all gotta learn it's okay to walk away. Cause I swear I used to have a whole bunch of friends. Now I got like 4.
I ain't
3.5
never been the
on their
one.
way out the door. I got 3.5.
I ain't never not one, not 3.5, whatever.
Yeah, one of them
I
on
ain't
their
never
way.
had that many friends. I never wanted them many friends, so I kept people at bay because I didn't seem, I like to watch other people's situations and stuff, and not trying to say that I base my life off of that, but I I learned some of my lessons about life looking at other people. And so I don't need them many people to be my friend because I feel like it's gonna be messy
Girl,
at the
you
end of the day.
fine. You need somebody to push you on the swing.
Yeah, I just need one, but I do know how to swing my leg.
Okay, do it. I can do it myself, period. And push myself down the slide.
Period. Period.
Period. And
That's
then
all
I
I'm
would
saying.
rather I would rather have like more business relationships, partnerships than a whole bunch of fake ass friends.
Period. Period.
Mm.
I really love my business relationships with the people I have business with. I ain't gonna even lie. They make life so much easier.
Yeah. You ain't
Yeah.
gotta worry about nothing else. And then you don't have to
No, because
they
I
know
keep it business.
they know how to put the boundary in place where you don't have to know nothing about my personal life. All we got to worry about here is what we doing here with this business. And that's it.
Absolutely. And that's it.
You know,
Absolutely. People need to stop trying to go to work to find friends.
please lead on people where they at. Leave your coworkers at work. That's why they call co-workers. And I think we all had to kind of learn that along the way that just because you working with somebody so long, they don't, it just too much to get too messy. And that's when that telling
So,
your business stuff comes into that. Now you at work, these coworkers know your business because you thought you had a friend from work, but no, they went back to work and told everything. That is insane. It had
hmm
so I
and
don't
now you having a mental breakdown. You ready to crash out
right.
because instead of you going to a therapist or anybody else to talk to, you decide to go to that coworker. You
Yeah.
gotta be more careful. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, we done seen the signs already. We have intuition. It works
Right.
very well. That little voice in the back of your head that say, "Don't do it," but you do it anyways. Yeah,
Hmm.
you
Right.
know. And sometimes it be us feeling sorry for folks too when we see them in distress. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what's the reason why they are, and why is it what they doing it by themselves?
Yes. Just lead on people at work.
Yeah,
Be a friend for 8 hours while you there, but just leave them there. It's okay to be cordial. It's okay to have a work buddy you can eat lunch with and have a pleasant day with, but leave them people in there.
yeah. Right there where it's at. Don't talk about nobody.
Oh, y'all that's working at the plant, y'all need to stop having plant husbands and plant wives. Leave them people there. Leave them people alone. Let them go home back to their wife. Y'all in there having plant wives and plant husbands smelling like cars with leggings that got holes in it. Stop messing with that lady husband. She gonna come up there. She gonna get through the turnstile one day. If you're gonna find your ass on the line, stop it.
And workplace violence has really been on the rise lately. It really, really has.
It has.
Yeah,
I
it really
understand it
has.
though. I understand it because these people think they can play with you just because you at work. Baby, I would get another job and bust your ass wide open.
We do not promote violence
We
here.
don't promote violence, but baby, you got to defend yourself. Because I witnessed almost a fight last week. And I said she tried to write one because she walked up on her talking about some. The girl said, "Shut up." She talking about make me and walked right in her face. I said, "Ooh, you ain't gonna hit her." She wouldn't have got fired because that's a threat. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
baby, don't do that to me. No, don't do that to Keys because I don't got a lot of patience for that. I've been to close you up in that car and send you to the dealership. I'm not playing.
If y'all stressed out and need somebody to talk to, do not call Kesh. She'll probably be the one that be like, "Come on, girl, we going."
No, we
But
not.
no, seriously, use that insurance that you have. The insurance that you have, you can find a therapist, a psychologist, whatever you may need. You don't have to talk to that friend, that family member. You don't have to tell your business. Tell it to a complete stranger that get paid to hold your secret.
Yeah, take a hot bath. Put some Dr. Tills in there. Roll a nice good blunt or edible. Get some wine and just spaz out. Just chill out, lay down, relax, and say, "Forget everything. I'm going to sleep. I'm high. I'm buzzing. I'm going to get a massage. Clap some cheeks."
Go on Groupon. If y'all think stuff is expensive, it ain't. Go on Groupon. Groupon got some nice deals for you
Yeah,
for
for the
different stuff that you may need to relax.
Just
For
don't go up
sure.
in there. Don't go up in there asking for no happy ending. They don't do that. They just busted the place. Where was it at?
I don't know. I don't watch the news.
Girl, I didn't have to. Okay, I smelled the place because I live out here in East Point, and I knew they was doing something strange up in there. They was asking for happy endings and rubbing cheeks and everything else, and it was on the news. It was on Facebook. They busted them right in East Point like 3 days ago. They was in there asking for happy endings and making extra money on the side. Don't go there. They could shut down. Look it up.
I can't with you. Y'all know Kesh don't get it all, y'all. Well, we're about to get out of here for the night voices. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to be you. Get some help if you need it. Deuces.
That's a wrap for Voicing with Queen. Big thanks for tuning in and rocking with us. Don't forget to follow Queen and comedian Kesh on social media, along with Voicing with Queen, and catch us live every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Until next time, stay bold, stay real,